Hey, how are you, my friend? Yes, you. I'm talking to you directly. I don't know what kind of day you're having right now. Maybe it's been long and frustrating, or maybe you're just scrolling, looking for something real. Well, I want to share something with you today. Something I think you really need to hear. It's not a motivational speech, it's not a shortcut, it's something deeper. It's about understanding people, like really understanding them. Have you ever trusted someone too quickly, only to feel completely blindsided later? Or maybe you've worked with someone who seemed perfect on paper, but turned out to be a walking disaster when things went wrong? You're not alone, and what I'm about to share with you might change how you see everyone around you, from your boss, to your partner, to yourself. This comes from Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature. Law 4 is called the Law of Compulsive Behavior. Determine the strength of people's character. Here's the big idea. People don't really change, they just keep repeating themselves over and over, like a glitch in the system. That coworker who always finds a way to blame others, that friend who keeps jumping into toxic relationships, that uncle who explodes when he feels ignored. They all have one thing in common: they're not choosing those behaviors, they're compelled by them. That's what Greene is talking about. Compulsions. Little invisible engines that drive people, especially when emotions are high, or when they're under pressure. Now, I want you to think about someone in your life. Think about how they act in different situations. Now ask yourself, are they just reacting to circumstances, or do they tend to repeat the same emotional script, no matter the situation? They panic, they manipulate, they withdraw, they self-destruct, they lash out, and here's the thing, they don't even realize they're doing it. They think they're being logical or just honest. But really, they're just reacting from the same emotional place they've been in for years. This is where Robert Greene draws a crucial distinction between strong character and weak character. Let's get this straight. Strong character doesn't mean someone's always nice. It doesn't mean they never cry or get emotional. It means this: they are resilient under pressure. They reflect instead of react. They learn from their mistakes. And you know what? These people usually look great at first. They're charming, they're exciting, they're fun when things are going well, but when life hits them in the face, you start seeing the cracks. And once you see those cracks, don't ignore them. Because this might be hard to hear, you can't fix other people's character. So what do? How do you really understand someone's character before it's too late? Here's how: watch them under pressure. Anyone can seem kind or put together when things are easy, but how do they handle uncertainty, deadlines, rejection? See how they treat people with no power. Waiters, janitors, customer service workers. If they act superior or rude to people they think can't offer them anything, that tells you everything. Notice emotional control. Are they impulsive? Do they get triggered easily? Do they hold grudges or gossip? These are signs of a chaotic inner life. Look at patterns, not moments. Don't get fooled by a good week or one kind gesture. Ask yourself, what's the pattern here? Greene says you must look beyond appearances and detect the signs of character beneath. And well, he's right. Let me give you a real example. Maybe you dated someone who seemed amazing at first. They listened, they cared, they said all the right things, but a few months in, you saw it. The jealousy, the manipulation, the blame. You forgave it once. Then again, but nothing really changed. Why? Because that was their compulsion. It was their emotional pattern. And unless they face it directly, and most people don't, they'll just keep doing it forever. Let me ask you this, friend. What's your pattern? What do you do when you feel misunderstood? How do you act when you're criticized? Where do you go when you're scared or unsure? These are questions most people never ask themselves. But you're not most people. You stayed this long. That tells me something about you. Here's your challenge. This week, don't just observe others, observe yourself. Where are you strong? Where are you still reacting like a kid who didn't get picked? That's the gold. That's where growth begins. My friend, character is not built overnight, but every day you become either more stuck in your patterns or more aware of them. You can't control who people are, but you can learn to read them. And more importantly, you can shape who you are becoming. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, leave a comment. Let's talk about the patterns you've noticed in yourself or others. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with someone who keeps running into the same types of people and doesn't know why. You're not crazy, you're just starting to see more clearly. Until next time, take care of your character.